I have to say that I'm more than a little disappointed in the news today. And the reason I'm disappointed is because it's such easy, low hanging fruit, an easy way to make fun of Stadia. And it's going to be gone later on this week. Google is a company that made its bones as a search company. Like they are famous for having the most used search engine on the planet. And for them to launch Google Stadia in November of 2019 without a search bar was laughable, ridiculous, hilarious, and the source of so many jokes. Now, people are going to have to find a real criticism for Stadia, of which I'm sure that people will find many, but they're not going to be able to make the joke that you can't search for your games anymore. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, let's talk about what they announced today, which was a bunch of kind of cool UI updates that are on their way to Stadia, and I think they're all fantastic. Let's start with search. Later on this week, we are going to have search. This is what it looks like. Let me scroll down. It's right here. There's a search. That's all we wanted. We just wanted search, and now we have it, which is fantastic. In addition to that, they're also going to have an updated UI to sort your library. This is a complaint that I've made many times as our libraries got bigger and bigger and bigger. Finding games has kind of become a pain. And so they said an updated UI along with sorting your library is making its way to players this week, probably along with the search bar, which will help you keep track of your purchased free and pro games. And then they've got a screenshot here which is showing us how you can sort your games. Now, what I do hope is that I can personally, for me, mark games as, I'm kind of done with this game. I'm not interested in it anymore. Stop showing it to me, put it in a folder at the end of my stream or whatever. And like that would be preferable to me. We'll see if that happens. I did check my, I loaded up Stadia on the web. I don't have access to these features yet. They roll it out slowly over time. Let's scroll down. They also have more features. These ones aren't coming this week, but it's on its way. They did say, look, we don't know when it's coming. The mock-ups might change, but here's the activity feed. With the activity feed, this one's actually really cool, and it's something that I'm sure that I talked about it on the show at some point. We wanted to be able to look at all of the things that we've done and be able to share that with people. And sure, you could manually go into like your screenshots and stuff and take a screenshot and share that link with people. But it would be cool if you could follow somebody and say, oh, I want to see their screenshots. I want to see their save states and stuff like that. And that's what the activity feed basically is. I'm guessing here that it looks like it's a reverse chronological timeline of the screenshots and captures that you have used on Google Stadia. So if I am playing Orcs Must Die 3 and I hit the capture button, that's going to be at the top of my feed until I take another capture. And other players can look at that. I'm assuming that they'll have privacy stuff on there so that you can turn that off if you want. But other players can look at that on there and they can say, oh, look at this cool moment that Bill just did in his game. Oh, cool. That's also a state share. I can just play that. So now I don't have to specifically say, oh, here's a state share and share it out with people. Anytime I take a screenshot and that game is enabling state shares with that particular screenshot, it's automatically shared, which is really cool. Specifically, here's what they say: show off your best video captures and help friends find your game states with state share. You'll also be able to explore content from other players to help you find your favorite game. I think all of that sounds great. And then they said to close things out, you'll soon be able to access Stadia directly through an Android web browser rather than opening your Stadia app. I struggle to see why you would want to do that. I mean, I'm on iOS, and if I had the choice, I would rather load up Stadia. I would rather access it in the app rather than on my phone in the web browser. But cool, I guess. If you can think of reasons why somebody might want that, let me know in the comments down below. And then finally, they said separately, you'll also be able to delete captures in bulk on the web. So one of the things that we've run into is we keep taking screenshots. Of course, some of us take screenshots when we don't mean to by hitting the wrong button, and those clutter up everything. And it's kind of been a pain to get rid of those. Well, now we're going to be able to mark a bunch of them and hit delete, which is really cool. Of all of these new UI things, refinements that are coming, which one is the best to you? Which one are you most excited for? Are you super happy about the search bar, or do you think the activity feed is going to have a bigger impact? Let me know in the comments section down below. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.